Today's show is brought to you by Martinez Drywall. Around here, you don't gamble on who's going to finish your project. You go with a proven team. Martinez Drywall has built their reputation on reliability, craftsmanship, and a promise that they'll always make it right for the customer. From remodels to new constructions, they've got you covered. Martinez Drywall, where the house always wins, and so do you.
And odds, that's our deal. From underdogs to favorites, we break it down. Empty Field Podcast, the talk of the town. Empty Field, where we lay it all out. Breaking down games, removing all doubt. Interviews with stars, we're bringing the heat. Sports news and odds, talk that can't be beat.
Welcome to another episode of the Empty Field Podcast. My name is Mathew Hansen, and today I have a fighter out of North Carolina. We have Patrick Schellpfeffer. Patrick, how are you, sir?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great. First off, tell everybody about yourself.
Yeah. So my name is Pat. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I live in the DC area now. I fight out of Kaizen MMA in Falls Church, Virginia, and yeah, that's pretty much all I do.
Perfect. Well, before we get into the fight questions, I'm gonna have to ask. We were talking offline a little bit. That you were a Steelers fan. How did you become a Steelers fan?
I mean, like I said, I'm from Charlotte. Panthers have always been really bad, so I jumped ship when I was little, and I kind of rode it out until I was older, and now the Panthers are good and the Steelers are all right, so riding it out.
Who is your Super Bowl prediction for this year?
I got the Steelers beating the Seahawks.
Okay. Aaron Rodgers. Do you want him to come back another year? Do you want somebody different?
Yeah, I want Drake May. Because I was telling you I went to high school with him, and he's tearing it up. And I was thinking, it'd be pretty cool if he played for the Steelers. But, hope he does well. Just would rather him do well for the Steelers.
It's gonna bring that up, but yeah, that's great. That's pretty cool that you went to school with Drake May. How was he in school?
I mean, he doesn't have probably any idea who I am. That's my loose tie to him, that I support his career.
Perfect.
But he was a beast. Yeah, it was awesome. And then he went to Carolina, and it's where my mom went to school and my brother. So I've always been a Tar Heel fan until I went to college, and I wrestled in college. So every other sport is like Carolina.
Perfect. Well, we'll get away from football. I like the Super Bowl prediction. Mine, one of them's already out, so I'm kind of sad about it. But let's get into the real reason we're here. Let's talk about some fighting.
Yeah.
What got you into fighting?
I don't know. I've always been like a little bit of a head case, right? So I've always needed something to kind of ground me. From the time that I was 5 years old to now, and I wrestled my whole life all the way up through college, and then it was like, what's next? And I loved it. I loved every minute of it, and I've made all my friends through it. I've gotten my job through it. Everything in my life that's happened has been from when I started wrestling and the connections I made and the relationships I built. So I was like, you know what? I'm not necessarily satisfied with how I ended. I didn't accomplish everything that I wanted. So what's next? And how do I get it? And then I'm just kind of like locking in.
Perfect. What was the first this is real moment you had while inside the cage?
Because
I'll tell you right now, if I was in the cage and stuff, as soon as those doors closed, I'd be like, well, this isn't what I expected.
I think for me, I don't have the same anxiety that I did when I was wrestling, because I put a lot of pressure on myself, which probably held me back a little bit, and that's kind of something that I put a lot of work into. So I don't really get the anxiety or the stress anymore. I just, because what's it gonna do? I just go in there and I fight every day. I have teammates that I'm with twice a day, every day, and we just kind of beat each other up, but like we get better. And then it's just like some of these people that I stand in front of, I'm like, there's nobody I should be scared of if I'm standing in front of them. Like yesterday, my coach put me, or Saturday, my coach put me in the ring with this guy Tabish. Tabish is a professional boxer. He's scary, but he he gives me good rounds. And he's a teammate, so he's like, it's sparring. It's not like we're fighting, but it's still like it's a hard scraps, and I'm ready. Like I just know that I'm ready for everything because I'm in there with people that are so high level, and I've taken my beatings. So when I go into my fight, I don't have the nerves or anything.
How has your style evolved since 2023 when you first started?
So when I first started, I kind of took a fight just to do it, and I fought at 145, which was I wrestled 133, and the weight cuts from wrestling to MMA are a lot different. So I weighed in at like 140. My opponent weighed in 145 and blew up to like, he was telling me after, he was like 170. And
Jeez.
I was very undersized, but I dropped him in the first round, but I didn't have any training. So I wasn't really like an MMA fighter. I was just like a college wrestler that had an overhand and could kind of like, get away with certain things. And then I went down to 125. I got like pretty sick, and I got kind of flash KO'd, and it happens. So then it was like, all right, we need to take some time, and I've really worked on my striking. I'm very confident in my hands. I have a lot of power. I'm pretty good like with the speed. I have fast hands. I can move quick. My head moves. I'm very confident in my abilities to put pressure. My takedowns are really good. My takedown defense is really good, and so like I believe in myself everywhere. And I think that that's kind of the biggest thing is I've gone from being like very one-dimensional to being very well-rounded, and just not giving a shit of where it goes because I'm comfortable.
Perfect. What part of your game right now do you think is the most dangerous?
Everything.
Straight up everything.
Yeah, I think I'm very well-rounded. I think I can finish fights on the feet. I can finish fights on the ground. I can submit. I can ground and pound. I could get standing KO. I don't care. Like I believe in myself and my abilities and the work that I've put in, and I have a lot of faith and respect in my coaches and what they believe in me and their plan for me. So, I think I'm a very good wrestler. I think I'm a very good grappler, but I also think that I can stand and bang, and I proved that in my last fight, and then we just keep evolving.
Well, let's talk about your last fight against Juan in June of last year. It was stopped due to medical stoppage for Rocket Combat Sports 20. Walk us through that fight.
Yeah, I was so I'm trying to think it through. I try not to get too high on the highs and low on the lows. I try to stay like kind of in the middle. But that was it was a good fight. I always respect my opponents. It's just a sport, so like it's nothing personal against anybody, but we are trying to hurt each other. So I went in there, and my coach kept telling me like, be first, be first, be first. So I just had to kind of establish myself, establish my pressure, and so I did. And I started like kind of getting my hands going. I was landing some good shots. I ate a couple like jabs and stuff, but nothing too crazy. And I remember like vividly getting kicked in the leg, and like maybe in one of the rougher spots to take it, and I like didn't feel it. And I was like, oh well, that's definitely the adrenaline talking and all of that. But so then it was in my head, I was like, I have to close my mouth, breathe through my nose, and just keep myself relaxed and flowy. And so I got in there. I hurt him with I think a kick to the body, and I backed him up to the cage, and I was just throwing, and I was just like kind of almost just like throwing my hands as fast as I could, just trying to like finish the fight. So I had to pull myself back a little bit, relax, and then I heard my coach say, like my coach Liam, he's one of my best friends, he's very influential on me as a fighter, as a person, but he told me, like, it was almost like a telepathic communication, because he was like, throw the right and the takedown's there. Right as this dude kicked, I just took him down, put him on the cage, and I just started feeding him. And then I don't know. I guess, Dr. Stoppage.
What's something MMA has forced you to confront about yourself?
Self-doubt, for sure. That's something that I've always had issues with, like my self-confidence. I don't know. I've had to grow up as a person a lot more than just like a fighter. I think that it all kind of blends together, but just kind of removing myself from like the pressure that I put on myself, because I've been competing at a high level for a long time, and I've loved it, and it's been great. But I always, like, everybody wants to win, you want to win, and I just like stepping back and realizing that, like, this shit moves fast. I'm not gonna be able to fight forever. Like, nobody is. Time always wins, and like, I look at how fast my wrestling career went, and I'm like, wow, I need to really kind of slow it down and stay focused on right now and enjoy where I'm at, because it's a unique thing, and nobody can take that away from me, and it's what I like to do. So I would say, like, it's changed me a lot on the mental side, just like my personality, just being like finding my peace with everything, whatever happens, and it's made me like more spiritual and all these different things. It's changed everything.
Yeah. I know you brought up having the pressure at the beginning of a fight. Do you like adding that pressure right away, or do you like kind of seeing how your opponent goes off first?
I try to focus on myself, because it's a fight. Everybody's gonna do their own thing. Everybody's got a game plan. It never ends up being how you plan it out, regardless of how it goes. So I like to focus on myself. I have, like, I do it in sparring sessions, right? Like, I spar a decent amount, and I go in and I'm like, all right, I have 3 things that I'm working on. It's like, whether it's distance management, or it's getting to my takedowns, maintaining top control. And I just know that, like, if I push myself to accomplish what I'm setting out to do, then everything else will take care of itself. So I just kind of set my goal and I go do it. And that's it.
Stop. Before we continue this episode here, are you staying hydrated? No. Have you tried Hydrofy? Man, it's not just flavored water. It's clean hydration with electrolytes that actually work. No sugar crash, no junk ingredients. Pretty simple. Hydrofy keeps you sharp and fueled for the day. I use it because, man, it's simple, effective, and it just tastes real good. Hydrate smarter, hydrate better. That's Hydrofy. Use promo code MTF to get 10% off your order. Just say, hey, Matt from the Empty Field podcast sent you. Perfect. Who's been the biggest influence for you to continue this career?
A lot of people, to name a few. Liam Pinero at Kaizen MMA and Matt Booker at Athlete Blueprint are two very important people that have helped me a lot. Kind of motivated me, helped me just develop. Coach Gustavo, my boxing coach, he's big in my development, especially with kind of dealing with all the you're in a fight, like staying relaxed and keeping me just kind of positive energy and ready to go. Coach Gustavo has been great for that. Coach Nima at my gym, and just all my teammates. It's hard to narrow it down to like one person, but I have a huge team behind me, and they've all done their part, and I'm blessed to be with them. So,
what does the next 12 months look for you?
Next 12 months, I just want to fight. I want to fight as much as I can. Keep developing. I love being in the gym. I love hanging out with my teammates. I don't do much other than that. Like, I'm big on getting my sleep. I'm big on eating right, and I work a lot, so between training full time and I'm working a ton, then it's just, you know, not much time for anything else. So I think that my year, the next 12 months, looks a lot like this. It's just like getting ready to fighting, recover, heal up, get back in it.
What is your favorite post-fight meal?
I mean, man,
Because I know you said you wrestle, so you had to cut weight. But after that fight, you're like, man, I'm gonna go get that greasy cheeseburger. I'm gonna go get some pizza or ice cream. What is your like little thing you go do?
yeah, I think that like it's always been Bojangles or like Cookout. If you've heard of either of those things, it's like fast food restaurants that were big where I'm from. But I don't really get junk food cravings anymore for some reason. I wish I did because like there's times where I'm like, yeah, man, it'd be nice to kind of let myself go, but I kind of eat very consistent, and when it does come that time, like after the fight, you got the adrenaline, you're ready to go. I like to eat like pizza or something, whatever's around. I just kind of grab something quick and then get to my next destination.
Perfect. When your career is all said and done, how do you want to be remembered by?
I mean, I don't really think about that, but I guess like I want to be like a good teammate, right? I want to be, because I have all these people who are pouring into me and supporting me, and they don't ask me for shit. So I want to look to my teammates that do all this for me, and I want to be the same person for them. So whether it's being in their corner, helping them warm up, helping them with whatever, cut weight, I don't care. I just want to be. I don't want to be a selfish person. That's something that I'm very, very recently been big on, and I think that that's kind of the next thing, or the biggest thing for me that I want to be remembered by, is that I supported my teammates and the people that I care about.
All right, here's part of the interview where we do the rapid fire. So first thing you think of when I say the ask question, who is your toughest opponent that you have faced so far?
Probably Maya McKinney.
Okay. Why is that?
I mean, he beat me, but he's a good striker. He's got a lot of knockouts. He's done really well in his career, so respect to him. He's a nice guy too.
Perfect. Least favorite drill to do during workouts?
My college coach, Coach Beasley, used to make us do these like hard wrestling drills where you're just like pulling on each other's head and you're getting really tired. That is the worst feeling I think I've ever had. Yeah.
Okay. What is your go-to walkout song?
I don't know. It's fluid. I like I like Lemonade by Gucci Mane. I like Rambo by Bryson Tiller. I like a lot of the older Lil Wayne. But I don't know. I kind of just like pick whatever I'm listening to and I just go.
Okay. Would you rather do a first round knockout or a 5-round war?
I mean, first round knockout, of course.
And then what would you tell somebody just starting in the sport?
I would say don't rush it. Wait until the people that are coaching you tell you you're ready to go, then just kind of jumping in prematurely.
Okay. Where can everybody find you on social media?
You can look me up on Instagram. I'm safaripat.mma.
Okay. And then the final question, your fight with Micah, Rocket Combat on February 28th. What would you like to tell him?
I don't have anything to say. I mean, I'm just focusing on myself. I'm going to go out and do what I do every single day, and it's going to be fun.
Perfect. Well, Pat, I appreciate you coming on, talking about some football stuff that you knew Drake May, or went to school with Drake May, and then your fighting career. So I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, I don't think he knows me, but he was a little younger than me, but it's cool. It's cool. But yeah, we're fighting now, and so that's what we're focused on.
All right, man. I appreciate it.
All right, go Steelers.
Fans of 1T Media Production, do you guys drink coffee? Sure you do. I, myself, drink quite a bit of coffee, so I always turn to Afuera Coffee for my go-to. It's smooth, it's bold, it's not too heavy. Perfect for that early morning or when you just need to lock in for the day. The best part is, at every purchase, 5% goes back to the great outdoors. Get a bag like this. I get two myself. Use promo code MTF and you get 15% off your order. Guys, what's not to love about coffee, free money, and deliciousness? Afuera Coffee.
Sports news and odds, that's our deal. From underdogs to favorites, we break it down. NT Field podcast, the talk of the town. NT Field, where we lay it all out. Breaking down games, removing all doubt. What interviews will start.